Oh, did you just like start recording without me asking you to? I appreciate that. Very nice. Very nice. I didn't even have to push the button. So something's happening and you really don't have to do anything. It's almost like the act of receiving. We have Rebel here with Free Spirit, and I actually planned on reading this first and to get an overarching theme for this read. And congratulations, you are here to explore this new deck with me. I am so excited. My son is waving to me. So we have messages from the Ancestors Oracle. Today I actually have just a couple decks, and then we have some planetary highlights for today. And let me tell you something, it was so cool when I saw this. So Mercury is conjunct to Jupiter in Gemini, which is not the best. It's not exalted there. It's actually going to be much better in Cancer. But with Mercury, there's a communication. Also with Gemini, communication. So, but there's an expansion. So today, what I'm getting to is it's at 1:11 p.m. Do you see right here? Gemini is going in at 1:11. So 111 is very specific today. So keep an eye out for this. This is timeless. So whenever you're coming across this, that's the day you're going to be seeing 111. And there's a powerful alignment amplifying your mind. It's going to bring clarity, big ideas, smooth communication. It's a really good day for pitches, teachings, writings, or any form of expression. The seeds that you plant now will have a strong, expansive energy. 144 on the timer. So we also have Mercury entering Cancer in the middle of the day. So the Mercury will shift. It's very emotional, all right? Conversations will become softer, intuitive, and healing. Pay attention to the heart. Speak with care and honor your feelings. Whatever you're feeling, if it's wanting to be expressed, allow it to come up, because it will either, confirmation verb. You'll end up pay attention to the words that you speak, because it might give you a clue onto something you should be working on or becoming aware of. All right. And then the moon in Scorpio. We all know Scorpio is like the deepest most mysterious sign that there actually is. So with that on top of the Cancer, there's a lot of emotions that are going to be drawn up today. So deeper inner awareness. There's that awareness I was talking about, that deeper inner awareness of how you're communicating, what you're communicating about, what are your relationships bringing into your life, what are they reflecting to you. So say you have a friend that, there's a couple pet peeves. What are they? And how does it reflect back at you? How does it relate to you? This can go in so many different ways, but that is your invitation, is what I'm hearing. So we also have Saturn entering Pisces. This has been ongoing. And then as of June 7th, which was yesterday, Mars is Ketu conjunction in Leo. So you may feel a surge of bold spirituality, a grounded initiative energy. The push-pull between ambition and soul purpose can lead to meaningful breakthroughs. So you're going to be getting some kind of ambitious energy, definitely spiritually linked. So with that said, and that already gone through, I will probably go through a couple more of these, because I did also get the grasshopper on June 6th was coming out. A lot of it and it's really amazing because the grasshopper signifies and represents quantum leaping, right? Quantum leaping and trusting the jump that you're taking. All right. And I want to go into sensitivity to vibrations and higher senses. So you're going to be sensing, a lot of subtle energies, luck, fertility, and good fortune. For somebody here, now is the time. You need to know now is the time, and soul agility and light body movement. So the light body is coming online, new dimensional truths. We're evolving from one truth to the next. That's why nobody is initially wrong. It's just the truth in that dimension, in that state of consciousness that leads us to the next higher evolved truth. So also, if you're seeing it in dreams or in visions, a grasshopper, this can mean a big shift, a big move. You're to stop overthinking and kind of just trust fall. All right. So remember to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay. If it's not for you, it's not for you. It's for somebody else. Free Spirit and Rebel. Luna. Kitty, 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 kitty. I just want to make sure you're not underneath anybody's car. So the rebel ancestor challenges the status quo. It's not about rebelling against something, but rather making a stand for what they believe in and speaking about and acting on these beliefs without the need for others' agreement or approval. The rebel is a nonconformist who is willing to be assertive and make a stand for their beliefs when necessary, refusing to live within the usual structure of societal norms. There are many examples of rebels throughout history: Susan B. Anthony, John Lennon, Martin Luther King Jr., Nelson Mandela, Joan of Arc, Rosa Parks, Alexander Hamilton. Some rebels may exert such an influence that they change the society in which they live, while others may live their truth more quietly, yet still boldly push the boundaries of what is considered normal. You're finding yourself imprisoned in rituals and routines that no longer carry the same meaning they once did, yet you have solidly stayed the course for fear of others' disapproval and criticism. You're now questioning the conditioning that has been imposed upon you through parental, familial, or societal norms and feeling the urge to break out of these patterns. It's time to do so. Quiet the inner critic and release the judgments you carry about yourself. Speak your truth without blame, shame, or judgment, and allow others to have their reactions to your doing. Express yourself through your actions, your clothing, your art, your will, and be willing to take some risk in all these ways, and you will experience a newfound freedom that does not harm to anyone or anything. It's your life. Live it. Okay. So this actually is, I find this very interesting because I try not to watch shorts in the morning, and if I do, it's for a reason. I always know it's not a coincidence. It's for a reason. So, there you are, Michelle Obama. There was a short that she was doing an interview with, and she was saying, like, there was a situation that they wanted her, it was the inauguration, and she chose not to go for herself, for her own reasons. And I was like, wow, this is really cool, because you can see it now. You can see patterns. You can see people picking up, like, starting to stand up for themselves. Just the way that she spoke about it was that she knew how she was, okay? She knows herself well enough that she said she traveled with clothes. She would always be prepared, and they wanted her there. She goes, the right thing to do would have been to go. Like, for everybody else, that's the right thing to do. This is what you should do. You know how that goes. But she, throat chakra, come on. She challenged the status quo, okay? She embraced her rebel, her free spirit, and she got a lot of backlash for this. But she was protecting her peace. She was sticking up for her own inner child, for that little voice inside that was like, we don't want to go to that. It's not going to help us. And she followed that. And again, she knew herself. So she told her crew, don't have a dress ready, because if there's a dress ready, I might just do the right thing. And so she knew her trigger. She knew what to do to put into place that she would not allow herself to go back on her own word. So maybe this is something you're being asked to do to get out of the constraints of whatever is holding you back, and identify them. What are they? What do you want to let go? And don't make excuses, because as soon as you say, oh, I don't like this, but you're killing it. Leave the but out and try using and. Try using and. I don't like this, and I do like it this way. Because the but kills it. I forgot where that comes from, but Google it, ask ChatGPT, it will give you the lowdown, okay? So crescent moons are also very significant in the fairies. Why is my screen going so dark? Hi, okay. So thank you, ancestors. Let's see what else. I have tarot, and then I have what's in your stars. So I have a weird feeling we should go with tarot first and then end it with that. So let's see what is going on for the collective, for the best and highest good. What messages, Spirit, do they need to hear for June 8th read today? For their best and their highest good. Sorry, I'm looking at Luna. And No, I did not name this cat. It was actually an accident how we got her. Okay, 7 of coins. So planting seeds. I think we just talked about that. Seeds planted now have strong, expansive energy. So whatever seed you're planting right now, whatever it is you're trying to bring into your reality, is going to be a very potent time today. You don't want to dig up the seeds, you know. If you have some that are already planted, don't dig them up. They're growing, okay? You might have needed to leave something behind and move on to something else so that it can grow. So your attention, your awareness can go someplace more beneficial. Let's get more before I keep talking. 9 of Wands. Wounded warrior energy. So I'm getting Chiron from this. Why? Why, phone? Come on. You were doing so well. This 9 of Wands energy is like, you might be preparing to do something by yourself. It's like others might not understand, and you don't need to explain yourself to them. 11-15. Strength. Yes, this is going to take a lot of strength. We have Atlas here with the whole world, holding up the whole world. So there could have been a feeling of having the whole world on your shoulders. Ooh. I'm also getting the situation where it feels like the whole world is against you, but that is such a potent place to be, because that is where you uncover your true power. Yeah, whoever I'm talking to, there's something that you are going to be asked to stand up for. Like the free spirit, the rebel card was talking about. Like, this is going to take strength in you knowing yourself. Knowing your energies. What are your triggers? What are not your triggers? What will you tolerate? What will you not tolerate? Because when you make those conscious decisions, when you make that declaration to the universe, things move, things shift. And to align for your best and your highest good. What's their obstacle? I'm gonna put that back just because I didn't really set the intention when I was setting the intention when it flew out. 12:44. So what's their challenge? What is the resistance or the obstacle that is they need to face, they need to address, they need to overcome? Too many. Thank you. I needed to flip out too, Spirit. I like it when it flips out of the deck. Thank you. Queen of Swords, Circe. So I'm getting sorceress energy. Maybe you need to play around with your magic a little bit more. 13-11. Setting intentions. You know, that's a form of self-love and self-care when we plant the seeds, when we, that's that 7 of Pentacles too. What is it that we do want? What are we ready to leave behind? Any thought forms, any situations, any energies that are showing up to you externally? Like I said, everything is a mirror. What are your relationships like? What are they showing you? Boundaries are definitely necessary, because Queen of Swords 1339 is all about truth and boundaries, but she can also be really aggressive with her tongue. So even setting boundaries with yourself, but maybe you should, oh yeah, bees. Ooh, the bees and the bull and chamomile. What's going on, Spirit? Why is this getting highlighted? And there's that crescent moon. Look, just like we started off with this rebel, so this crescent moon. And then we have Circe's as your challenge. So, and the 9 of Wands, the wounded warrior. People are not gonna, you're gonna see it. That's gonna be what really matters. Spirit really wants you to see something right now. Yeah, light a candle, print out some pictures. It's kind of like vision board. Get yourself in that frequency of what you're trying to embody, because Circe is all about sorcery. And here goes my alarm. I want to get one more with this. Empress at the bottom of the deck. You need to protect your energy. You're very valuable at this time. Your energy is. Your energy is very... Oh, Two of Cups. It's very attractive with that Empress at the bottom of the deck. You're very magnetic. Because the more you go into your inner world, your inner landscape, and you start planting the right seeds, there's going to be a lot of distractions and a lot of things outside of you that try to pull you away from it. And what I'm getting with the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups, when you lay down these boundaries, when you value yourself and value your own energy, you're bringing in some kind of union. Whether this is spiritual with your other higher versions of yourself, maybe unhealed versions of yourself. Wow. I see somebody really honoring themselves and their energy. And like, you're very powerful. Like, if the way these cards are looking at me right now, it's like that seductive, like, I'm about to seduce my life and everybody's gonna fall in love with it. Like, look at this. Look at them. Look at them. Two of Cups, Hephaestus. Or no, that's Hermaphroditus? I can't even say that. With the sun going behind the clouds, there are thought patterns, you know, with this Queen of Swords that you might just need to become aware of and let them pass so that you can see the true meaning behind them. Let's see what's going on in your unconscious. Spirit, what's going on in their unconscious? Ten of Wands and Justice. So there was betrayal, and it's like your subconscious is still, and this is what needs to be healed. This is the Ten of Wands and the Justice card. There, I mean, and the Justice was kind of upside down, so there's like an injustice. Overcoming this betrayal, somebody that shattered your world. Taking up your sword, having complete blind faith in yourself and Spirit. Ace of Cups, yeah. You're ready to move on for to real love. What's in their conscious mind? I know, go get her. Sorry about that, guys. My son's cat was climbing up the screen because the dog started barking. Okay, so your conscious mind, yeah, there's barking, there's golden apples. We have. Okay, hey. Leo, she needed to go inside, okay? It's okay, kitty, kitty. Come here. It's okay. Oh my goodness. Leo, go to the front door and get her then. I don't know why you let her back out. Okay. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Knight of Swords, Aries energy. Aries energy. There's a lot of swords going on. So whoever you are, you need to get out of your mind. There's some kind of mental, it's almost like it wants you to dart in. Are you like mentally going back and forth with if you're supposed to race in to do something or not? Let me get something for this. Are they supposed to race in? If their conscious mind is this Five of Swords and this Knight of Swords, do they need to be racing in? No. Do not race in. You have the Empress here. Something needs to come to you. So get out of your mind, get out of your head. What are they leaving behind, Spirit? Seven of Wands, your defensiveness, having your guard up all the time. You know, like, oh, is this person for me or is this person against me, or are you know, no more of the good and the bad, or you know, are they for you, they not for you? Just go with the flow. Everybody is a part of you. Everybody is part of the one. They're just on different levels, and it's just about you knowing your energy and what you're capable of doing. I am not going to take that. Near future. Near future, near future. Hold on there, Spirit. Near future, 2020. So somebody's gonna have 2020. Or you have 2020 and you're moving forward with this, and this is just kind of a confirmation and just a reminder, like, you can put your guards down. You do just be aware of your boundaries and what you're saying so that you can bring in this harmony. Ooh, okay, hold on. I need one more with this. One more with this Eight of Swords. Ooh. We have some Medusa energy. I feel like this is what's being healed right now. We have the Hierophant and Judgment, higher knowledge. So what's coming in for you is a higher understanding. There's some kind of contract that somebody had with this energy, with the Eight of Swords, with the Hierophant and the Judgment. I am going to pull one more for this Judgment just because I feel like somebody's getting a reminder. So, like, this was supposed to happen this way. Yeah, Nine of Swords at the bottom. It was supposed to put you in this state of mind with all this sword energy so that you could almost like counterbalance it. It's like the balancing of the scales or the pendulum. You're going from one to the other. Wow, that's interesting. That is very interesting. Yeah, after a time of loss, after a time of like deep emotional like roller coaster. Let me get one more because that was too many. Shh. Let me get one more for this Judgment, please. One more. The Lovers. Yeah, this. Okay, this is so many major arcana that is coming up for somebody. It's like this one little Eight of Swords, this one little residue of energy. I don't know if you were SA'd, maybe as a child, maybe as an adult, maybe this is a generational curse, a pattern that has echoed in your family and it wants to be brought up, it wants to be addressed, it wants to be healed. This Nine of Wands energy, this Chiron energy, moving forward. I mean, look at Aphrodite. I mean, this is beautiful. Aphrodite and Athena, especially if you're working with divine goddess energies, the archetypes of love and justice, it's like two ends of the spectrum. And you're getting with Dionysus here, with the Hierophant, like you're receiving higher knowledge about this contract, about whatever this was. Okay, let me get one for the advice. What's their advice, Spirit? What is their advice? Yeah. You're about to be shown something magnificent. You could be seeing owls or just lots of feathers. Okay, we have the Four of Coins and the Knight of Coins. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense because this is Pentacles, this is Earth energy. Taking action, doing tangible things, getting in your body, getting out of your head, out of your mind, out of the sword energy, and embracing this free spirit. Because you're moving forward. The seeds you've planted are very abundant. They're very abundant. And you have the strength, you have the power that's necessary. Look at this. I mean, look at Atlas. Look at this Nine of Wands energy. Can you see her? Like, yo, I've been doing this a while. And Zephyros, Epiphron. Your advice is to hold on to the slow movement. Slow and steady wins the race. Stay grounded. Stay meditating. Keep meditating. Keep connecting to the grid. Keep connecting to the earth. Mother Gaia has got you through all of this crazy transitional energy. What is their, what's their environment? So your environment is providing some kind of new horizon, new opportunity. But with this being the Page, it's almost like the enthusiasm to go behind it. Warnings and affirmations. Four of Cups stinks. Sinks? Stinks. Something stinks. That needs to go on a snooze. It's 10:10. So Four of Cups, your warnings and affirmations. Try not to get discontent, and bored, okay? Find things to be grateful for. We don't want to stay in that energy because, Four of Cups leads to Five of Cups, and then we're reminiscing about all the things that we lost or we missed out on. Just send them love, send those timelines gratitude, and move through it so that you can move on to your timeline that you've obviously set everything up for. What is their possible outcome? 25, 29. Page of Coins. Again, that earth energy. Really seeing that vision, really, and again, the coins are tangible. It's proof. It's combining all the other elements so that it's here in the actual physical. So I see you working on an actual plan, an actual vision, like we were saying with the pictures, and planting the right seeds of what you're trying to bring in. Do not focus on what you don't want. We can acknowledge that. We can say, that doesn't work for me, but you can't just say what you don't want. You have to replace it with what you do want, okay? And for some, it's really difficult to find out what it is that we want after we've been through the tests and trials that we have been through. Pan, yeah, new beginning, leap of faith on this new vision, this grounded energy that's coming in for you. Wow. Okay. I mean, for some reason I want to pull one more, but then the other one's like, stop. Nemesis. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this has to, I'm getting also divine masculine energy, because after, is it hubris? Okay. The book, The King, the Warrior, the Magician, Lover, is a book written in 1990 about divine masculine energy when it's in its immature, passive and active side, and then when it's in its mature divine masculine energy, 2707. So that could be significant for somebody, because that's what I'm seeing when I see this Two of Swords and Nemesis energy, because it's the layout, it's the archetypes that we travel through, and maybe that's what you're becoming aware of. You're discovering an energy. So maybe you never had a father, or you didn't have a mature divine father that was in their masculine energy, their mature divine masculine energy. And maybe you're becoming aware of that, and it's been very like an indecisive energy for you lately, because maybe you weren't even aware of this, but now you're becoming aware of it. And whenever you become aware of something, what happens? We're able to heal it. We're able to transmute it into something that's very beneficial. So I'm going to leave it at that. Oh my gosh, Hecate, the Magician's at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is you. Did you see it? It like flipped out, and then the Six of Wands is at the bottom, Nike. So this is success. This is triumph. This is learning your magic, your power. Look at this. The Magician and the Six of Wands to finish this reading off. You can't get better than that. So whatever it is that you are currently going through, with this near future being the Eight of Swords, it needs to be acknowledged. Taking ownership and accountability for things, and forgiving ourselves because we didn't know. We live in this ignorant world that's upside down, where they want to teach us things that we have to end up deprogramming and reprogramming with the right information. So you're doing great. I see you with a lot of strength. The thing is it's time to get out of your head. That, I think, is the overall message, is to get out of the Swords energy. You've done a great job. I know it can become a little bit of a little addictive, because it's so much fun, and the knowledge that when you open that channel and you're starting to get this whole new world, and you're just like, oh my gosh, there's more. It's so much more than I ever believed that it could be, or that we were taught. You're really going to be stepping into this rebel energy and playing with your reality and calling in things. I mean, I don't know about you, but setting an intention for something that I want to bring into this physical reality to see, it's really fun. Just starting your day off with something random that pops up into your head. All right, what am I going to manifest today? Just to start building that muscle. So mine was a pink flamingo. And I went all day yesterday, and I woke up and I was like, wow, I didn't see a pink flamingo. And immediately when I turned on my phone, there's just this little picture of this guy doing a dance with a pink flamingo. And I was like, oh, okay, there it is. And it was just so random. And I know pink flamingos are really, really common. But with the party and how crazy things were yesterday, I wanted that anchor. I needed that anchor to let me know, like, I can still go out in the 3D even whenever I'm not studying, journaling, doing all of this other work, which is kind of like sword energy. You know, it was an anchor for me. And even though I didn't see it yesterday, when I saw it this morning, it definitely tickled my fancy. So I would do something like that. All right, so let's pull one of these and then we're going to close it out. Just do remember there's a lot of quantum leaping. You know, the Mercury conjunct in Jupiter this afternoon in Gemini at 111, 111. It's going to be very significant. So just being aware of that, but also being in the flow. Don't get in your head, be in the flow. Because it's a lot of the times it's the hindsight, not always the foresight. The foresight can get us stuck in the future or what's possible or what's capable or what we're capable of, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes hindsight is actually much funner. Just depending on the individual, I'm guessing. All right, what do they need to hear? I don't like it when it does that, but we have freedom. A lot of Sagittarius. Oh, Jupiter, expansion. Sagittarius, spirit, emotional. Okay. So the bird is coming out of the cage, releasing a bird to fly free. A wild bird soars on the air, limited only by its wingspan and the weather. Do you need to find bigger adventures or a new life philosophy? Are there limitations on your freedom that need to be acknowledged? So that is that Eight of Swords energy, okay? You're not really trapped. You know how all the swords are surrounding. It's there is a way out. We just feel like there's not. And then with that feeling, here comes Sagittarius, emotions. So we have the dolphin here. A dolphin jumps above the waves. Ooh, and that's giving me walking on water. You know, Jesus walking on water, which is walking on your, like, being above the emotions. You know, being in control of your emotions so that you know how to respond instead of reacting. A feeling of jubilation can lift you up. There can be exhilaration as you look to move forward. However, a need for movement can at times leave you feeling restless. Try to manage your agitation and question why you feel blocked from progress. So that's that blocked. That's that emotion. Allowing that emotion to come up. That's that Eight of Swords, guys. This is pretty straightforward. This is very straightforward. And again, that Jupiter energy and all the emotions with the moon and the Scorpio. I mean, it's all lining up. So you could be seeing hot air balloons. This is expansion, Jupiter. A hot air balloon ascends. And this is, I'm also getting sword energy from this because hot air, it's like that fire and air element coming in. And this was also talking about agitation, like when you find and follow your truth, you take off. Your values can inspire you, and defining your unique philosophies can help you expand. Focus on your own optimism, and you may come to believe that anything is possible. Yes, anything is possible. And this is going back to the very beginning of this read when I was saying, like, people are not going to understand. Do you think the very first person that made this hot air balloon, and they're over there, like, telling people, yeah, I'm going to put hot air, we're going to, you know, make a fire, we're going to create hot air, and we're going to go up into the air. You know how many, probably nobody believed them. Nobody. That's the whole point. The 4-minute mile. Nobody believed them. You can't do it. Then they did it, and they kept doing it. It's all in your head. What do you believe you're capable of? Do you believe that you can do this? Because if so, you're going to do it. That's that expansion energy. Again, Jupiter, a lot of expansion, seeds planted. I mean, I feel like all of this is what we've already went over. So I love you. The universe loves you. Everything's working out for your best and your highest good. And until next time, guys, peace.